Shalom, shalom. All honor, praise, and glory be to you. How about you now, Shai? Divine to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, especially the elders with me in my own camp, for teaching God and me. Personally, shalom. Shalom, Baruch to all the brothers I labor with, and hopefully, and elect, Lord willing, to be edified and to resort to. This will be a quick message regarding the scripture. Much idleness teacheth much evil or wickedness. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. So this is Sirach 33 and 27. It says, "Send him to labor, that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil." And this is on point. This is very true. But of course it's very true because it's a scripture and it's written down in the book, in the Bible, right? So basically occupy yourself with something. Because it says, it's like idleness teaches much evil. Idleness. Let's get that word for idle. It says idleness is laziness, a state of inactivity. Oh, you see? Oh, okay. This is spiritual right here. This says slothfulness. It says rest. So that's one point right there. Slothfulness. Elders always bring that out. On brothers being slothful, not doing anything, not doing the work. That's why, they got these scriptures. Occupy yourself in prophecy. Give attendance to reading. I'm trying to get some of these. Shoot. To the topic, as far as I find these scriptures. Well, I'm gonna get this one for right now. Matthew 25 and 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, "Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gathered where I had not strawed." Right? Let's see what the Greek got for slothful. Sluggish, slothful backwards, tardy. It's saying the same thing as idleness. So he was being idle because he was supposed to take those talents and flip them. Because how was I expected to return and have some money? He said, check mine out with usury. Let me get that. Put that one up. Matthew 25 and 27. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then in my coming I shall have mine own with usury. But that didn't happen because that man was being idle. Going back to Sirach 33 and 27. Send him to labor, that he be not idle. for idleness teaching much evil. And that's why Yahushua called him and thou wicked and slothful servant. So I'm gonna read it through. Matthew 25, 26 to 27. It says, his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant. So he became wicked and slothful because he was being idle. Thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I straw not. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then in my coming I shall have received my own with usury. So we gotta keep ourselves occupied. We can't let ourselves just have too much downtime, because we're in these bodies at the end of the day. These bodies will make us become slothful if we're not in the spirit enough, keeping ourselves occupied, doing anything, whether it's doing the Lord's work or whether it's just keeping ourselves busy with stuff that's regular stuff, basically. You know, if you got too much downtime, you know, you either read, you know, go on a jog or run, bike ride, go work out, go indulge in certain activities. I don't know, drawing, like, you know, whatever you may like to do. Some sport activities, something. But if you got too much idleness, you end up, you know, doing too much, it starts to teach much evil. But this is not to say indulge in worldly stuff too much, because that will lead you, you know, to not a good place. But that's why it says, I can't find that one scripture. I believe it goes, occupy yourself in prophecy. I believe. But yeah, you occupy yourself and you watch. You watching the times, you know. You watch movies, you know. They got different movies, you know. Movies that got prophecies in it, alien invasions, like whatever. Apocalyptic movies, whatever. And then watching those movies can probably spark an idea to do a lesson. Watching certain movies. Because, you know, you got your downtime when you're not doing the Lord's work. But also, like I'm saying again, you gotta watch what you do in those downtimes. Because if you're not doing enough of the Lord's work, then that's going to be considered idleness too. Because you're not trying to flip those talents that the Lord gave you. You can be called a wicked and slothful servant. Because if you always keeping busy, but you're not doing the Lord's work, you're going to be considered idle, regardless. And you can be called slothful and wicked, because you're not flipping those in talents, which is your main job, which is the main reason why you living still, which is our main duty, our first job, our main priority, is to do the Lord's work. But of course, no one's going to be doing that shit 24/7. It's like it. No one's going to be doing that stuff 24/7. So what are you going to do, though, when you're not doing that? And you got to maybe research some, you know, different things to keep your health up, keep your body up. It's a weak ass body, you know, keep it decently in shape. Let me get another scripture. 1 Timothy 4:13. It says, I'm going to read through from 12. Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and purity. The point right here says, till I come, give attendance to reading, exhortation to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on the hands of presbytery. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that that profiting may appear to all. See, now you can't give yourself wholly to them, and your profit won't appear to nobody. If you end up like that servant that was called slothful and wicked by Yahushua, you're not gonna get called. I mean, your profiting won't appear to all. you will get called a wicked and slothful servant, because you've been idle. The says, meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them. And then when you build yourself up enough, you won't even care to indulge in certain things in this world. I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't know, because there's plenty of stuff that you can do in this world that help yourself. You know, being upon nature, just going outside, taking a walk, but have your phone on you just in case a video sparks. You know, a video idea sparks. Among nature, by the water, you know, different elders, they show you, you know, they do these walking talks, you know. Some you know, encourage to build yourself up, you know, do things that you like to do, learn how to do certain things. I believe it's the brother Zahab from the elder Zahab from Mississippi. He talks about this kind of often. Learn how to do things, learn how to paint or draw, or learn how to work on cars, mechanic, you know, etc. Different things like that. But, you know, the point is not to just be idle, you know, because that could teach much evil. I mean, let's go back to that. Sirach 33 and 27. Send him to labor, that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil. So you got to throw yourself in the book. Throw yourself on YouTube to go find these like throw yourself on YouTube and go watch the brother's lessons. That also will spark you to do a lesson. To spark you to get high. You know, something. You know? But, you know, I believe I made the point through the spirit, though it was edifying and exhorting to Shalom.